Let's jump over to PAA. Again, this one has been on fire with names like EPD and ET. Bull flag into that old swing high. Look at that. Was that by accident? Nope. Right, bull flag right into those old swing highs. And it came back up. What does that look like to you? It looks like a diamond, right? See that? Diamond continuation pattern in this case. Why would it be one? Well, if you're looking at EPD, you're looking at ET, you're seeing that they're all in uptrends on the intermediate term, right? So more likely than not, especially when you overlay these cycles, you'd say, well, this is more likely going to be a diamond. And why does that matter? Well, if you first just highlight when this low is due, 713 to 914, when you see a diamond, it can help you to understand where you want to be long, and in this case, right, so that's your diamond. You had this as the earnings day. That's an important day. So as soon as you start trading back through that, where you are on the weekly. You're saying, okay, well, this is a name that looks interesting because it has moved through the earnings day high, and you're in a group that has been strong on the intermediate term in terms of its relative strength, right? And you're holding above the prior key pivot areas, right? So all of that is checking the bull case box off, and that can help you to structure your opportunities. But again, all of these names, like, you have to be watching them ahead of time, which means you have to be looking at intermediate term relative strength, frankly, in this market, because you're not seeing a ton of rotation, at least yet. So it's all about focusing on the intermediate term relative strength, because the overall dispersion that we're seeing across underlyings is really quite high right now, meaning some things are going up, right? Most things are going flat to down, right? And when that's happening, you can hone in on intermediate term relative strength. In other markets, like what we saw, say, last year or in prior years, that wasn't something that you always wanted to be looking at, because the market was rotating, right? When it is rotating and you're looking at intermediate term relative strength, you're going to be looking at stuff that's already happened, right? And when the overall market is actually rotating, you want to be honing in on shorter time frame relative strength, because the market is rotating. One of the things about what we're dealing with right now is that because we aren't rotating, you really can just hone in on that intermediate term time frame and see, hey, what has been strong? Because what has been strong has been staying strong, and basically everything else has not been that strong. So not an ideal environment for me personally, right? And obviously I need to surface that. Not an ideal environment for me personally. Other folks, maybe it is, and I think it's important for me to say, hey, I don't see this very often. It doesn't happen very often, but this is something that I need to work on personally to find ways to get a little bit tighter in terms of my timing, right? So again, this is something that frankly you don't really see. It hasn't happened in such a concentrated way in a long time, so this is something that we just have to observe, really try to learn from. At least I'm speaking personally, and find ways to kind of improve, because I'm a little bit late on some of these things. So I need to be really just honing in, frankly, on what I just highlighted until it changes, right? Just looking at those names that have been strong, looking at names off of key swing highs, swing lows, and as soon as they start turning up, you have to be able to already have them on your list and then be able to enter right when you have to, right? If you're only looking at this up here, right, it's already gone. The lower risk entries are gone, right? This could be your risk on the opportunity right there versus that higher low. So you're entering here, your risk is here. Even that is a little wider for a name like PAA, right? I mean, that's 91 cents. So you're at right around 1.5 times R on this trade. But that's if you got in right there. If you're getting in only up here, your risk is much wider, right? And it's also not as clear. So that's kind of what, at least personally, I have been dealing with. I'm like a little bit late on some of these things, because it's not my norm to just be looking at one or two groups. It's just not typically what I look for. It's not typically how I like to trade. I like to trade for rotation. And that's, you guys saw that in prior years. When that's happening, I'm usually on it. And in this case, I'm kind of a little bit slower, so these are things that we just have to surface and work on. That's the reality. We have to continue to improve. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing this, you got to continue to improve, surface areas that are and have been challenging for you in a given cycle, and then figure out ways to improve, right? So that's the beauty of trading, is every day is an opportunity. So we just have to look at it like that. All right. So that's where at least I'm at here in PAA, and low is 265 to around 617. Overall, you know the ideal entry is now passed, right?